there you go. You've done it, man. You've gone and got yourself a beautiful mullet. Got the flowing in the back. The hair is looking glorious, and you're like, hold up here. My hair ain't looking very healthy. Well, I got your back, bro, because I'm going to be telling you all the things you need to know to make sure your beautiful hair stays beautiful, just like your beautiful haircut. All right, diddy-diddy-doo. I got some news for you, and it starts in the shower. Now, I don't want you to imagine me in the shower right now all naked doing my hair, but I want to tell you, most of you guys actually don't know how to wash your hair. You got two products. You got a shampoo and you got a conditioner. They're two different things. They have two different purposes. Do you know what they're for? Shampoo is to clean. Conditioner is to condition. Yes, you know that. Should you use an all-in-one? You know, if that's your jam, use it, but, you know, don't. Just go ahead and get a shampoo, get a conditioner. If you got real short hair, you're bald, crew cut, you could probably get away with not using a conditioner. But if you got any kind of length, any kind of layering, any kind of, hair, make sure you're using a conditioner. Now, here's the thing. The conditioner and the shampoo, you actually apply it different. Now, if you got short hair, there's no way you can apply it differently. But if you have longer hair, as mine's starting to get a little bit longer, then what you do is the shampoo, as much as possible, you try to work it into the scalp like this. This is how you do it. See, I'm not like necessarily on top of it. Whereas the conditioner, especially as you get real long hair, it's more about getting it into the hair. So your techniques are going to be slightly different when you're applying the shampoo and conditioner. Most guys have no idea that's how you do it. You just apply it all at once. But once you get that long hair, once you get that flow going, remember, conditioner is for the hair, shampoo is for the scalp. Now, the other big mistake comes with the frequency of which you shampoo and condition your hair. Well, some people will say go a week. Some people will say, skip a day. The reality is your hair type, your hairstyle, your hair length, and your natural oil productions, it's a little bit different for everyone. A lot of guys will overwash, and what happens is they'll use a really harsh shampoo. They ain't using Beardbrand stuff, so their stuff is just getting totally nuked up, super dry. Whereas you use a Beardbrand stuff, it's a gentle cleanser, followed up with a conditioner, nice and hydrating. You get smooth, silky hair. Now, if you're dealing with frizzy, dry hair, give it a little bit of time. Give it a little bit of time in between washes. Unless you're like rubbing your head in like a sewage plant or something like that, you really aren't doing too much. Now again, if you're going out playing basketball every single day, getting sweaty, getting all funky up in there, yeah, you gotta wash it, you gotta clean it. But try skipping a day or two. Go with that. See if that helps out. Now that your hair is nice and wet and moist, well, you got to be a little more gentle with it. Your wet hair is a little dainty. It's a little dainty. It needs a little bit of love. Needs a little bit of tenderness, okay? So here's the things that I recommend for that is when you hop out of the shower, I'm a big fan of using a wider tooth comb on your hair. The wider, the better. And really the goal of this is to detangle. You want to get the tangles out. In addition to that, when you dry it, as much as possible, try to pat dry it. Don't be all, I know guys love going, you guys love that. I love doing that, but generally you want to be soft on it while it's still wet. Think of it more as like foreplay for the styling. Speaking of styling, if you want to have healthy hair, the best strategy is actually to blow dry it. It may seem counterintuitive to apply heat to your hair because all you hear about is how heat is damaging to your hair. But a study done in Korea shows that when you use a hair dryer at pretty much like a medium heat, about 190 degrees Fahrenheit, and you keep it 15 centimeters from your head and you move it pretty regularly, that's going to actually be healthier for your hair. Because the reason is, when that water goes into the hair, it starts to weigh down the hair. And what happens is that weight kind of causes tension on the shaft, and you get some just failure within the hair shaft. Whereas when you dry it, quickly, you prevent that type of tension from happening, and you may cause a little bit more surface damage because of the heat on the outside of the shaft, but it's really like protecting the hair over the long term. So who knew that? Blow dry your hair if you want healthy hair. Now all those things are they're good to do, but they're kind of like you already screwed up something and you're trying to fix something you screwed up. And now what did you screw up? Probably the most important thing, not just for your hair, but for life in general. It's your diet, your exercise, and your stress levels, baby. Man, you got to take care of those. And when you do take care of those, they're good for not just your hair, your beard, your body, your relationships, everything, man. If I give you some kind of like pyramid or hierarchy of like style fundamentals, you got to start with the things that go into the body, because the things that are coming out of your head, they come from something, and your body needs those nutrients to be able to create that. So a good diet, foods specifically that will help are going to be like fatty fishes like salmon, mackerel, of course nuts, berries, seeds, dark greens are going to be, great for you. I mean, pretty much just like avoid all the processed carbs, fried foods, man. Like that's just, everyone tells you that. What are you waiting for? Go ahead, do it. One additional food on that list that you fry up a bunch is eggs. Eggs is great because it has biotin. So another thing for healthy hair, if you don't want to eat a bunch of eggs, you can go ahead and grab biotin as a supplement. Biotin's great for the hair. It's going to help the hair grow quicker. So we talked about diet, and we've talked about lowering the stress. Exercise, of course, is great for that. But another great thing about exercise is it promotes the blood flow of your body, right? You got to pump your heart to get everything going everywhere. So one of the things it does is when you get more blood flow to your scalp, then it helps the hair in its health. It helps the hair be healthier and be stronger and have stronger roots into your head. And another way you can stimulate is by grabbing a boar's bristle brush. I love boar's bristle brushes. You can just kind of like put it on your scalp and just like gently just swirl it around. And what this will do is actually kind of get some of that blood flow going in there. And in addition to that, it's like a wonderful product to be able to naturally, or to spread your natural hair oils around. So you get like a really nice distribution of the sheen. Boar's bristle brush, get it over at beardbrand.com. You got to be going to your barber or cosmetologist or stylist or whatever you want to call them. Go there because you are going to experience damage. You're going to experience like on the ends, like if you've been growing your hair for 6 months, man, there's strong likelihood that you did something along those 6 months that could have damaged some of those hairs. And by going to the stylist, what you're going to do is you're going to cut off those split ends. Okay, you cut off those split ends, and what you're doing is you're preventing that split end from naturally growing, right? So you have that blunt edge, and it's like stopping it dead on tracks. Now, a split end is not something that you can't fix it. And once it's been split, it's been split. But going back to our shampoo and conditioner, what's really cool is we formulated our conditioner to have these the shea-based product of, we call them like nano, a little nano material that will go in, they'll find split ends, and they'll essentially act as a glue, right? Or it'll find any kind of like pits in the hair and it'll fill it in. It's really nice. It's super cool. It gives your hair having the appearance. Now, you know what else does that? Silicone. And silicone is also a great product. It makes it look good. But the difference between our shea butter-based product and the silicone product is the silicone-based product, you need a really harsh shampoo to remove it from your hair. So what happens is you start this cycle of overwashing your hair and getting really dry, damaged hair and needing that silicone. Whereas ours, you can apply water to it and it will release that way. So you don't need a very harsh wash. So a Beardbrand shampoo and conditioner were meant to work together. You're not going to have the same performance if you mix and match a Beardbrand product with another product, or really probably any other products out there are usually designed to be formulated together to work in harmony together. So keep that in mind, but you didn't know that. You're watching this video probably because you're frustrated with your hair. You want it to look a certain way. You want it to behave a certain way. You wish it was softer or shinier or curlier or whatever, wavier, whatever it is, you have some kind of desire. Now, there's two things for this video. One is to just get educated and know better, and then one is you're battling an insecurity. And that insecurity comes with your own appearance and the way you look at yourself in the mirror, and you wish that you looked a different way. And I'm here to tell you that one of the things that you can do if you're battling that insecurity is to embrace your hair type. You know, if you have a curly hair type, you have to find ways to find styles and techniques that work with that, rather than trying to become straight hair, or vice versa. If you have like straight hair and you wish it was really curly and textured and gnarly, then you're going to be unsatisfied, or you're going to be able to achieve a lot of those looks. Like, you can always straighten out curly hair, and you can always perm. You can perm straight hair if you want, but the reality is it's more maintenance, right? And your hair is awesome, you know, with its warts and flaws and all that. It's awesome because you're the one who grows it. And I just want to encourage you guys to embrace your hair type, find styles that work well with it, treat it as well as you can, right? Make sure you're using the appropriate products and then the appropriate techniques. But beyond that, man, embrace it. And as always, keep on growing. Whoever knew sweat could smell so good? I did, because I've been using Beardbrand's new deodorant. Grab it at beardbrand.com.